Alright, hello everybody and welcome on back to a Monday Musing. Wizard living is supreme. And women can be wizards too, and everyone in between. There you go. Sorry. A little spiel to start the video. So yeah, getting some chores done, getting some spring cleaning done, really giving the bathroom a deep clean, so this is good. About halfway done with one of them, I might tackle the other one. We'll see how I do. I wanted to take a break, do some of this. That's how I did all through college. Is like do some work, do some gaming, do some work, do some gaming. I get a lot done, and not even just for my own house. Like, oh yeah, yeah, drop off some stuff. The wool would be good. Um, but yeah, I mean, being a resident manager of one place, I also did a bunch of like the maintenance stuff and painting, the turns, like when we'd get the units ready for the next students to move in, or during the summer we'd have Campus Crusaders, which was a rather unfortunate. I mean, it was a neat idea of like this religious group or this church would pay for people to go and live in Fort Collins. They would rent the apartments over the summer, which generally weren't used a lot by students, and the students that were there, uh, I want to say were more timid than when all the other kids were here, but at the same time it was still a mess. Like you were still having partying, smoking bud outside, and this is before it was all legal, and like uh, drinking in public. I mean, because it wasn't really public; it was the apartment complex, and it was like, that was perfectly normal behavior up until like classes got out, and then I don't know. Anyways, just the things you experience working for an apartment complex. Between that and picking up cigarette butts and I was always pretty, like I smoked at the time, but I was always very careful not to throw my butts everywhere. Although I say that, but I would throw them out the window driving. See, and that's where it's like, especially living in Colorado, a lot of those wildfires were started by cigarettes just being thrown out the window. Now, a combination of that and having a dry temperature, dry situation, like not Jewish space lasers, but I mean that idea is not completely like ridiculous. Like if there was a satellite capable of like shooting a laser, I want to say you could, but they don't even have to shoot lasers. Like if they're just focusing like a magnifying glass, I mean, like so a little background, my dad taught me how to use a magnifying glass to burn, like he made me use welding glasses while I was doing it. Actually, that might explain some things why I might get migraines and stuff is because it's a vision thing. I feel like and stress a little bit, but anyways, not the point. The point is that a piece of glass, when done correctly, can use sunlight to create fire, to burn something. So it just goes. I mean, so that leads me to believe that there's potentially the possibility of not Jewish space lasers, but any combination of people having access to the space above the Earth. Not saying that like I think that's what happened. I hope that's not what happened, but it's a valid idea. I mean, it's a valid concern. Like, did somebody use some contraption like that? Let's take the flowers out of here. Let's make it. I mean, there's a lot of random. Although I feel like I'm just gonna dump the randomness elsewhere, but I like having the produce here. Yeah, we'll do the trees or saplings, food. Mm, there's just so much nonsense. Now that we have the start of a inventory, so we've got rocks here. We could do wood here. Start with I don't know. Usually I do saplings, jungle saplings, even more cherry. Uh, just like at a glance, I can see which kind of trees I have. Um, and then we could have this be flotsam and plants. Uh, this would be wood. Okay, and this could be job blocks. Take the flowers and that. Resources. Stone. Plant stuff. Oh wait, plant stuff. We'll leave egg. Okay. Um, stone, other. What was this one? Dirt? Oh, diorite. Yeah, maybe. Oh, plant stuff. Yeah, bamboo, why not? Um, oh yeah, wait, there's diorite, so why do we have that? That could be dirt, and let's put flotsam somewhere. Let's see, dirt and netherrack. That's diorite, and that's those things. Actually, you know what? We will keep this, like, resources up here. And this will be project stuff. I feel like diorite should be somewhere else. Oh, there we go. Uh, Alright. Well, that's good enough for now. Now we just need... that. Okay. Toss everything random here. Alright, we did a good amount of organization. Wait, what's this? Nothing. Oh, I did have an idea. Let's see, where are we at? Okay, we're just starting off this video. If you're just joining us, we're working on writing some stuff, leaving it up there. Actually, let's take one of those. Actually, let's take both of these and take another one of those. Let's go back up to the temple. And eventually I'm going to have a railway. In fact, that's what we should be working on. Maybe we can do that. But let's put these up there first. And then we'll work on the railway. And yeah. I was thinking about something like that. And I apologize for people that it's still just like kind of distasteful to talk about religion on a video. I apologize. But I did see some YouTube shorts the other day where there's like kind of really pro Jesus stuff. Now, that's like the baby with the bathwater idea, and the saying is don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, meaning don't throw out the good with the bad, like, or don't scrap the whole thing just because part of it's bad. Try to mitigate that. And same with cancer. Like, you don't cure cancer by killing the person. I mean, what you have to be kind of surgical, literally, to try to remove just the cancer and not like the actual person's body. So, or like pieces of the body. Anyway, sorry, that might have been a little graphic, but um, so this is I almost feel like yeah, Christianity. We'll tuck it in there. Um, we'll write it. Let's see, our Father. Sorry, and I am making a point of this. Who art in heaven? I don't know. I don't think it's that one. Art in heaven. And you're supposed to capitalize this. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, not literally like thy kingdom come. It's so hard to like type that. Like if I had a keyboard, let's see, that will be done. I can't really talk too much because then that will be done. Because then I'll totally screw up like that. Hold on. Oh no! Oh my gosh! I mean, I used to text while driving, but I would keep my eyes on the road, and it was usually just at stoplights. That was the only time I'd feel safe doing it. And then like when it was time to go, I'd put like set it down. And that was like keeping my eyes on like out. Like I had to do it without looking. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Oh jeez. So my whole point about all this is I was going to translate into this what it would mean modern day, but first we have to have the original on earth as it is in heaven. Oh my gosh, as it is in heaven. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. The kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Yeah, so they kind of say that in heaven twice. It's like singing the ABCs, like when you're trying to figure out what comes after another. On earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Ah, sorry, and I would just skip it and do this off camera, but like, give us this day our daily bread. Uh, and forgive us our trespasses. And then, and this is the important part, as we forgive those. Ah, yes, there we go. Those. Ah, who trespassed against us. There we go. Okay. And apologies if religion's not your thing. I apologize. I'm not trying to take it in that direction. Just like pointing out similarities, differences, all that. Let's see. As we forgive, give us this day our daily bread. Oh wait, no. Hold on. This is where I kind of screw up. Let's see. As we forgive those who trespass, lead us not to temptation. There we go. Ah, not to Texas. Yeah, don't lead us there either. I mean, it's not like Texas is temptation, but deliver us from evil. And this is also important because like temptation, but deliver us from evil. Ah, okay. But deliver us from evil. And see, that's what I was worried about. Otherwise, I would just like, hey, let's skip these two pages. Okay, we can actually be done with that now. So I know it's going to take the rest of that page, and that's fine. So now we're going to just flip back. Our Father who art in heaven, our Creator, who isn't close by anymore. And this isn't like a complete thing. Like this is just like an idea anymore. Let's see. Okay. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be the name. Because I feel like that could be like an understanding of that. Like, you know, it's a heaven, a place that we don't have any proof of. We don't have any evidence of. Like, we can see very far into space, and we haven't seen any cloudy place with a bunch of angels or anything like that. But at the same time, given the understanding of what angels look like, a series of like wheels and eyes and feathers and wings, like a really freaky looking thing. There's memes of that too, like what angels really look like. Just like crazy, scary stuff, like stuff you'd see out of like a Dark Souls game, and not these like feathery winged, like oh, you know, we've got like birds' wings or their white, you know, wings, and they're in white robes and they got their golden halos and they're just floating around like, hey, you know, we're just living it up here playing golf. I mean, my favorite representation of heaven would be Happy Gilmore when he's like, it's his dream, his heavenly dream, and he's got like his girlfriend all in lingerie with like pictures of beer and just all this cool stuff. Definitely temptation, but it was righteous temptation, like to procreate. It was him and his lady. So one person, one person. Now I say that should be extended to a dude and a dude, or a lady and a lady, or both, or three or four, as long as everybody's in cahoots. And I think that's why I'm a supporter of ethical non-monogamy. Now, although not saying I practice it a whole lot. If anything, I've been kind of like non-dating because it's nice. It's nice to take a break because I simp hard for the girls that I date and like ladies. Sorry, I mean like ugh, like the youngest I'll go anymore is like Nah, I wouldn't even like not even mid 20s. Has to be around 30s now, and I'm getting older too. So it's like, yeah, it was heartbreaking. I was on campus the other day, and I was just disappointed. It's like, man, I feel like they're in high school, or they could be my kids. Like it's not. Yeah. Anyways. Back to this though. Our Father who art in heaven. This is just an idea. Our Creator. So whoever or whatever created us, man, woman, anyone in between, or a sloth. I don't freaking know. Like it could be anything. I mean, platypus. That would be interesting. But we don't know. We don't have proof. We don't have, and that's why the Jesus idea and the whole Antichrist, and I think that should be the real interpretation of the second coming of logic, the second coming of reason. The Antichrist being like, wait a minute, let's just consider the idea that Jesus wasn't really God. I mean, that's like if we heard that Muhammad was God, which they don't believe. They believe that Muhammad was a prophet that was speaking to God or speaking for God, and even that's a little wishy-washy. Like we could say one way or the other. I mean, what do prophets do? They prophesize or philosophize or sit around, smoke a lot of bud, and say, "Hey, let's stop being pricks to each other." That's pretty much the basis of it. But they're down on the ground level in the poor and the gutters. They don't have a lot. They come from squalid beginnings. Jesus was in a manger, Joseph and Mary, unexpected pregnancy. How do you fix that? Let's just call it the Son of God. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Like, I think it was a extramarital affair, but if ethical non-monogamy was acceptable back in the time and honored, then that would be no problem. Then they could just be like, yeah, it was the neighbor Dale, like it's got Joseph, Mary, and Dale, and then they could all together raise that child, and with the combined resources and the wobbly age. Sorry, that was way inappropriate, but just imagining this transcript going into Chinese. I'm sorry. No offense to my Chinese friends. If anything, I need to tone it way down to communicate to other cultures because these subtleties might not come across, and it could very well be offensive, and I don't mean that. But Dale entering the picture, being a second dad, I think that's a great thing. I mean, as long as Joseph and Dale don't kill each other. But if it's acceptable, I mean, and let's go back to the Romans, like even the ancient civilization, Western Civ, where our heritage, and I don't know, I get some heritage from Native America because I'm from America, like the people of this land. It's my history too. Like they don't, I'm not a direct descendant, but it's part of my country's rich heritage, so I celebrate that. I mean, not in any given way. I just or support it really. I'm actually I made a deal with both my kiddos that they're gonna read Nyanuki. In fact, I got it right here. In fact, it's a signed copy too, or autographed. So yeah, the same thing. Nyanuki, the Shoshone Girl Who Ran by Kenneth Tomasma, and Eunice Hundley is the illustrator. And this book was sick. Like it had so much cool stuff about like what people did like here, like gathering and hunting, and like they used the buffalo hide for the teepees, and it was just a nice brief but like a story. Like I mean it was actually like, oh gosh, yeah, now I'm kind of like just looking at the pictures and it's like a girl running from another tribe. Oh, what? Well, I don't want to do spoilers, but yeah, some slavery, some, and bad stuff, bad stuff. I read this in third grade. I might have to read it again. Um, but it was impression. It was big on me then. And I had a friend who was part Cherokee Choctaw. I still do. In fact, he's one of my buddies I still play games with. So, and we were friends, good friends with our buddy that got killed for being an Indian, like an Indian from India, non-white, dark-skinned. He got jumped and then murdered when he tried to retaliate. Anywho, yeah, it's a really sad day. I mean, I thought he was Italian, Mexican, but I didn't care. I mean, it wasn't on my radar. I didn't think Indian or Pakistani or Iraqi or I mean, now when I went to college, I met a lot of Iraqis, Iranians, Libyans, Saudi Arabians. One guy from Yemen who was like right on the border there, so technically like on one day he'd be Saudi Arabian, on another day during the conflict there he'd be Yemen. So, which was extra stressful for him because his family was like right in the line of fire, and yeah, oof. See, I am fortunate to not have to worry about that. And because of that, I'm in a position where I need to try to make it do what I can. I mean, I can't bend over backwards. And actually, I got this situation right now trying to resolve. Glad I reached out to my other buddy, though. Yeah, he had some stuff happening. Anyways, I don't want to get too into it. We might even stream and stuff. He does the Twitch. I might get back into the Twitch, but nah, it's good to talk to him again. Um, yeah. back to all this. So our Creator who isn't close by anymore, and like in heaven. So like already that's implying that okay, God, whatever created us, platypus, dude, chick, that's why dogma, like God is, spoilers, but yeah. Anyways, hallowed be thy name. I don't even know what that is. Be like, much respect. Much respect unto yous. Unto yous. Sound like the mafia or something. Unto you. There you go. To you, actually, would be more like what we'd say. Much respect to you. Um, Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Uh, I don't even know. Like as we build this world. No, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Like as we build and maintain this world. This world. We will continue to show respect. Continues to show respect to each other and you. Because that's basically what the Bible is saying. Like, I'm like, what I get, the general gist of all that. To each other and to you. That's it. And to you. And then, give us this day our daily bread. As we meet our basic needs. Let us uh, forgive the shortcomings of others. As we hope they'll forgive ours. We all do it. I mean, nobody's perfect. As we hope they'll forgive ours. Yeah. At least we got that last word out. Ours. Okay. Okay. As we fear those, lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. Help us make good choices. Help us make good choices as we gently guide and keep others accountable. And that gently is important, others accountable. And that's one of the biggest fallacies of religion is there's the idea that there's the accountability accountable. that hell is you're going to be your ultimate judgment. Your. And even in like Egyptian religions, I forget which one. It was like a superhero movie or something, but they go to like Egyptian hell, and there's these scales, and they're measuring their worth, like what their actions were in life. Like, was it overall good, or was it overall bad? Like, did you help people, or did you just help yourself? Like, I mean, were you worth this gift of life, or however you want to like think of it? Basically, like, and then the scales determined either your punishment or your reward, like your heavenly, so and so. So, anyways, let's see where we at here. Sorry, just setting something else up. But anyways, so that's just what I was thinking, especially after saying that last time, because it makes me so like cringy. It's like, oh, reading Bible stuff, and like, oh, I hate it. But if you think about it this way, whoever created us, maybe a dude, maybe a woman, maybe nothing, like, or something completely different. The Big Bang theory of elasticity and the singularity is where it starts as a singularity, like all mass in the universe is just one like ball or like perfectly round, like because of gravity and everything. It's just completely collapsed, and it can't be collapsed anymore. And every little piece of matter, every atom, everything, and then it just explodes, and then it just, whoosh. And I jokingly explained or commented on a Facebook post in another group, a Neil Tyson deGrasse group, which is being spammed with a lot of religion, politics, but it's great because it's getting people talking. And then in science, like there's cool science stuff in there too. But anyways, just people figuring life out, and talking to each other. And I commented, or they were talking about the Big Bang, and then like it going back in on itself. Like we're expanding from a big explosion, and then eventually we're going to slowly reach our pinnacle, or our apex, or the furthest that we can go before gravity starts pulling us back into a singularity. So I jokingly said, "Hey, yo, we're nothing more than a kid playing with one of those toys that it expands and contracts as you pull it in and out." And I don't even know what those things are called, but you see them in like science stores, and it's like the way that it's built. It's got a bunch of like what is that, like spring collapsible, like Inspector Gadget, a cartoon we used to have. Okay, it's actually we're good on this for now. Let's put this there. So that's the Lord's Prayer behind Christianity. We'll do another one for Islam and another one. Wait, actually, let's give it a little. No, yeah, Islam and then Judaism. Let's keep them in a line there. So this is all those monotheistic religions. Here's or no, here's, yeah, polytheistic, and eventually, yeah, we'll have like Greek, Roman, pieces of art, statues, like just things, like names of things, and then you can Google them and look them up. I mean, we can't really do a bunch of representation like that stuff here. Let's see. Something I wanted to see. I mean, honestly, I think God's a total stoner. Like, if it made it, oh yeah, we can. Wah, 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 wah. So we can actually, wait, no, a sign would be better, but this is cool. This is cool. We can do that. In fact, let's go ahead and leave that. Let's leave a few variations. Oh, oops. No, that doesn't look good. All right. But anyways, I don't know. Signs would be good. Then you could see it from the outside. Not really the hanging signs. Unless, ooh, where do I have, can I make signs? Where's that? Oh, and sticks. I need sticks. Usually I have. Is that gonna work? Yes. Okay. So we've got. What is this one? Is this anything? No. Okay, blank. All right. So Christianity. There we go. And then this one, Islam. Oh, whoops. Gotta center it a little bit. Centering a div in CSS is insanely hard. It would seem pretty straightforward, like just middle alignment, but you gotta deal with padding and margin and all this, and the div element itself. Let's see. Judaism. Those are the main ones. I feel like. Christianity. Lord's Prayer translated? Hold on. Because really it's the monotheism, one God, Christianity, Islam. Oh, so this is actually... Oh, well, I'm actually at a good stopping point anyway. So this one, you can go ahead and put here. What? No. Okay. So this one, Christianity, Antichrist, and then we've got the Lord's Prayer, the translated Lord's Prayer. And this is just, I'm starting with this one because this is the one I know. Now, this one I know a little bit of, not a lot. And like, I'll continue to look things up, Google things. I'll grok things, I'll ask the AI. And then through that, the grok and I will learn and reinforce a little bit of understanding about religion and why it could be right, what alternate like ideas there could be, and I'm gonna train it a little bit like that. So, I mean, not that I'm gonna be the only one. Like, there's gonna be people like, and atheists are more like people that don't believe that there's a God in the sense that there's a creator, like some dude standing over the like the things that the Bible says as far as the creation. Now, that's just one theory, one hypothesis of how we came to be. Another one is the elasticity idea, and in that everything's just random happenstance. But even that, it's a bunch of repetitive structures and sacred geometry and repeating patterns and mathematics that adds up. So it could be intelligent design by something. But then you start getting into like, well, so could also we could be in a marble of random happenstance and like Men in Black where it's aliens playing a game of marbles with our galaxies and stuff. So anyways, I digress. There's a lot of different theories and ideas, but basically these are the three main ones and also one of the biggest causes for problems. Religion, and oh wait, no, this is religion, and then politics is way over there. So this was just the divide monotheism and polytheism. So we'll do like a couple of that. So, anyways, ta-ta for now. I'm gonna go back and finish cleaning the bathroom. I got like the whole sink area, and now I'm gonna start doing the floor. Maybe scrub the tub. So, anyways, have a good night. If I don't see you again, I might do another one, but maybe not. All right, see ya.